Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore a very interesting and meaningful coin from Australia. The 1998 Australian 50 cents coin issued to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the voyage of Bass and Flinders. This coin is not just currency, it's a piece of history, a story of exploration, and for collectors, a valuable treasure. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into everything you need to know about this coin, its history, condition, composition, demand, and of course, its current market value. The year 1998 marked 200 years since the historic voyage of George Bass and Matthew Flinders, two British explorers, who played a crucial role in mapping Australia's coastline. Their journey proved that Tasmania was separate from mainland Australia, which was a major geographical discovery at that time. To honor this important event, Australia released a special commemorative 50 cents coin. This coin beautifully captures the spirit of exploration and adventure. When you look at it, you're not just seeing metal, you're seeing a tribute to courage, curiosity, and discovery. Coins like this are special because they connect us to real historical moments, and that's exactly why collectors love them. A coin described as very fine means it has been in circulation but still retains clear details. The major design elements are sharp, although there may be some light wear on high points. For this 1998 commemorative coin, a very fine condition still makes it quite attractive for collectors. The ship details, inscriptions, and overall design remain visible, allowing collectors to appreciate its beauty and history. While it may not be in mint condition, a very fine coin is still highly collectible and often much more affordable, making it a great entry point for beginners. The Australian 50 cents coin is quite unique in shape. It's a dodecagon, meaning it has. This makes it instantly recognizable and different from many other coins around the world. In terms of composition, this coin is made from cupronickel, which is a blend of copper and nickel. This material is strong, durable, and resistant to corrosion, which is why many coins last for decades. The coin weighs around and has a solid premium feel when held. Its size and weight give it a sense of importance, which matches its historical significance. The design itself is what truly stands out. It typically features imagery related to the voyage, often including ships or navigation themes that represent the journey of Bass and Flinders. Commemorative coins like this are always popular because they celebrate important historical events. The 1998 Bass and Flinders coin has a special place among Australian coin collectors due to its story and design. While it is not extremely rare, it is definitely desirable. Many collectors want to complete sets of commemorative coins, and this one is an essential part of that collection. Demand is steady and positive. Beginners, intermediate collectors, and even experienced numismatists appreciate this coin. Its affordability also makes it accessible, which further increases demand. Now the question everyone is waiting for: what is the current market value? In very fine condition, the 1998 Australian 50 cents Bass and Flinders commemorative coin typically sells for around $10,000 to $10,000 Australian dollars. If the coin is in better condition, like extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can increase significantly, sometimes reaching $10,000, $20,000 to $10,000, $30,000, or even more, depending on the buyer and market trends. The value may vary slightly based on factors like shine, detail, and overall eye appeal. But overall, it remains a modest yet meaningful investment for collectors. If you are thinking about collecting this coin or adding it to your collection, here are some helpful thoughts to keep in mind. Always check the condition carefully. Even small details can affect value. Try to store your coins in protective holders to prevent scratches and damage. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can actually reduce its value. It's also a great idea to buy from trusted sellers or coin dealers. This ensures authenticity and fair pricing. And most importantly, collect what you love. Coins like this are not just about money. They are about history, passion, and enjoyment. So, the 1998 Australia 50 cents coin celebrating the voyage of Bass and Flinders is more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of exploration, a tribute to history, and a wonderful collectible item. Even in very fine condition, it holds value, beauty, and meaning. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin is definitely worth appreciating and adding to your collection. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and interesting coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Next up, today we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we're going to talk about a very interesting piece, the 1971 Australia 50 cents coin in very fine condition, and most importantly, what its value looks like in today's market. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the story behind this coin and why collectors still love it. The 50 cents coin of Australia has a rich and unique history. It was first introduced in 1966 when Australia switched to decimal currency. And interestingly, the early versions of this coin were made with a very high silver content. However, by 1971, things had changed. Due to the rising price of silver, the Royal Australian Mint decided to stop using silver in the 50 cents coin and switch to a copper-nickel composition. This makes the 1971 coin part of a new era, a more modern, durable, and widely circulated version of the coin. When we talk about a coin being in very fine condition, it means the coin has seen some circulation, but still holds clear details. The design elements are visible, the edges are still defined, and although there may be some wear, the coin still looks attractive overall. For collectors, this condition is quite appealing because it balances affordability with decent visual quality. Now let's take a closer look at the background and composition of this coin. The 1971 Australian 50 cents coin is made from. It has that distinctive dodecagonal shape, 12 sides, which makes it instantly recognizable. On one side, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and on the other side, the iconic Australian coat of arms, featuring the kangaroo and emu supporting a shield. This design gives this coin both historical and national significance. Moving on to collector demand, the 1971 coin is not considered rare because millions were produced. However, that doesn't mean it has no value. In fact, it holds steady demand among beginner collectors and those who enjoy building complete date sets of Australian coins. Its historical position as part of the post-silver transition era also adds to its interest. Collectors often appreciate coins like this because they represent an important shift in minting history. Now let's talk about what you really came here for: the current market value. In today's market, a 1971 Australian 50 cents coin in very fine condition typically ranges between $1.40, 0 to $3.10, 0 Australian dollars. While this might not sound like a huge amount, it's important to remember that coin collecting is not always about high prices. It's about history, enjoyment, and the thrill of owning a piece of the past. If the coin is in better condition, like extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can increase slightly, but for very fine, this is the realistic and fair range. For collectors, there are always ways to make the most out of coins like this. Keeping your coins stored properly in coin holders or albums can preserve their condition over time. Avoid cleaning your coins, as cleaning can actually reduce their value. It's also a great idea to learn grading standards so you can better understand the condition of your coins and possibly identify hidden gems in your collection. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Every coin has a story, and being part of that journey is what makes collecting truly rewarding. As we come to the conclusion, the 1971 Australian 50 cents coin in very fine condition may not be rare or extremely valuable, but it is still a meaningful and collectible piece. It represents a key moment in Australia's currency history and remains a great starting point for new collectors. Its affordability, availability, and historical significance make it a positive addition to any coin collection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting content. Let me know in the comments if you have this coin or if you'd like me to review another one. Next up, today we are going to explore a fascinating piece of Australian coin history, the 1984 Australian 50 cent coin. Now you might be thinking, it's just a regular coin. But what if I told you that even a slightly old, slightly rusted coin in fine condition can still have real value in today's collector market? Yes, that's right. So stay with me till the end, because this simple coin might surprise you. Let's first talk about the history of this coin. The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, and it quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in Australia because of its unique 12-sided shape. The 1984 version belongs to the regular circulating series and features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Arnold Machine. On the reverse side, we see the Australian coat of arms, which represents the nation's identity and heritage. Now, when we talk about a coin from 1984 in fine condition, it means the coin has been in circulation and shows moderate wear. The details are still visible, but there is some smoothing on the high points. If the coin appears rusty or toned, that usually comes from environmental exposure over time. While rust isn't typical for this coin, as we'll discuss in a moment, some discoloration or surface aging can still occur and gives the coin a vintage feel rather than making it worthless. Now here's something very interesting. The 1984 Australian 50-cent coin is not made of silver, even though older versions before 1966 contained silver. This coin is made from cupronickel, which is a combination of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Because of this composition, the coin is quite durable and resistant to corrosion. That's why when we see what looks like rust on such a coin, it's usually not actual rust like iron corrosion, but rather dirt, oxidation, or environmental staining. This actually tells a story about where the coin has been over the years. Maybe it sat in a drawer, traveled through countless hands, or was stored in less than ideal conditions. All of this adds character to the coin's journey. Now let's talk about collector demand, which is where things get exciting. Coins from 1984 are not extremely rare, but they are still collected by enthusiasts who want to complete date sets of Australian 50-cent coins. Many collectors appreciate coins from the 1980s because they represent a stable and interesting period in Australia's monetary history. Even coins in fine condition have a place in collections, especially for beginners or collectors working on a budget. The demand increases slightly if the coin has better detail, less damage, or unique toning. While a rusty or heavily worn coin may not be highly valuable, it still holds interest as a collectible item. Now let's answer the big question. What is the current market value of a 1984 Australian 50-cent coin in fine condition? In today's market, such a coin typically ranges from about $50,000 to $75,000, depending on its exact condition and appearance. If the coin has less wear and looks more attractive, it can be on the higher end of that range. However, if the coin has heavy discoloration or damage, it might stay closer to its face value. The important thing to remember is that this coin is still very affordable, making it a great entry point for new collectors. It may not make you rich overnight, but it definitely has historical and collectible value. If you're a collector or thinking about starting your coin collection, this coin is a great example to learn from. Always store your coins in a dry and safe environment to avoid further damage. Try not to clean your coins aggressively, as that can reduce their value. Even if a coin looks old or dirty, collectors often prefer its natural condition. It's also a good idea to compare your coin with others online or consult coin catalogs to understand its grading better. Over time, as you gain experience, you'll be able to spot differences in quality and value more easily. So, in conclusion, the 1984 Australian 50-cent coin may seem ordinary at first glance, but it carries a rich history and a steady place in the collector's market. Even in fine condition, with some aging or discoloration, it still holds value and interest for collectors around the world. Every coin tells a story, and this one is no different. Whether you're collecting for passion, learning, or investment, coins like these are a wonderful way to connect with history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And who knows, the next coin you find might be more valuable than you think.